Alright, well, we've got a 2006 Buick Lucerne CX model. And problem I'm having is the shifter will not shift out of park. And part of the reason for that is we have this shift interlock solenoid here. I'm just going to grab my little pointing device here. And it's just this. Not sure if you can see it because that little thing there. It's this little nub. This little nub that goes in and out is the shift solenoid. And once this is in, you can pull the parking back. So what's supposed to happen is when you take the car and you put it into drive, let's put it into drive, watch. As soon as you press the brake, this should engage, and watch. It engages. Let go of the brake, comes out. So what my problem is, sometimes this will not engage when I press the brake. So I can, move this into gear. So now, when that doesn't happen, guess what? Doesn't work. So the other thing you'll notice here is you have these wires here in the bottom. I've disassembled everything. Right there. Black, green, and red. These are the wires that provide power and ground. And of course, when you press the brake, gives the signal, I assume, to release that shift interlock solenoid button right there. So, what is happening over time is that these wires, as you move the shifter, they drag onto the ground. And when that happens, you have problems. So let's start up the car. Just going to put the car into reverse and back the car up. Okay, just give me a second there. We're just going to back the car up. Okay, backing the car up. Okay, now we're going to put the car in park, shut everything down. What happens over time, these wires start dragging. These wires here, and they start pulling and moving forward, pulling and moving forward. And what I found out was the reason this shift lock interlock solenoid is not working half the time, because sometimes it doesn't work, is because this red wire, let me see if I can point right here, is moving out. And I assume what it is you have a contact here, a solder joint that's gone bad, and it's preventing power from getting to the shift lock solenoid. So let me show you. We'll start the car up, and you see that little nub there? I'm pressing the brake, it's moving. But if I wiggle this to the right, the wire there, sometimes the wire doesn't work. See? You can hear that. So I'll move the wire to the left. There's the shift. I'm pressing the brake. It won't move. See? This wire here is bad. It's not making contact here for some reason. And the shift lane, I'm pressing the brake now. It won't move. Now watch. I'm going to move this wire just to the right a bit. I'm going to move this just to the right, and you watch. I'm going to press the brake. Okay, look. I'm pressing the brake. It's not working. Move the wire. Now it moves. I'm moving the wire here to the right. It's this wire here, as you're shifting the gears, you see here, as you're shifting, these wires are moving. See, look, moving. I'm all the way, and you're pulling. See, moving and pulling. And now it's not working, so watch. I'm going to touch this wire here, move it slightly to the right. You hear that click? Now the shift interlock solenoid is working. It's this. You can hear that click. See? Click. I'm holding the brake. Click, 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 click. See? Click. It's this wire here. This red wire here. As I move it back and forth, you hear that? Click, 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 click. Something is not soldered in right. So now the question is, how do I take this entire piece out? Okay? How do I take it out? So, how I took it out, just this cover, as you see here, there's 1, 2, 3, 4 clips. Now here's the actual cover. Let me just show you. Let's see if I can get it down here just for a minute. This is the cover. And you just need to take a pry bar like I have here. I took a pry bar. Simple pry bar. And you come right here and you just pop it up. And you'll hear that clip will disengage because on the bottom here, you see here, this is the underneath of that piece. There are 1, 2, 3, and 4 clips. Okay, those clips are held in place. That's the only thing that holds this whole entire place. And also you have the cigarette lighter here, and there's a piece right here that comes in. You have to remove that piece. So I'll grab that piece really quickly just to show you. It's this piece here. Just fits right in there. So what you got to do is first remove this inner piece, and then just pop those clips up, and then slowly pull it out. Now, what comes here? What comes here is the cup holder. There's 1, 2 clips that hold it in place, and of course there are also here 1, 2 clips that come here. I had to remove the cup holder to get more room. So I'm going to grab you the cup holder. See, here it is. Here's the cup holder. There are the clips. 1, 2, and then on the bottom, 3, 4. See? And then, of course, this would fit like this in here. And if there's 1, 2 screws here, you have to remove. Just get this out of the way here so you can see. That hold this in place. Okay, 2 screws, and then 4 clips. 1, 2, this is the back, top, and 3, 4. Okay, sorry for the poor camera work, but just to give you an idea what's going on. So you'll just take a pry bar like I did here. This sits like this usually. You're going to take your pry bar, just get it underneath here. It's probably easier if you help this up, and you're just going to just gently pry, this up. It's like right here. Be careful when you're doing it. This is after you remove the 2 screws that come here and here. Okay? And then you just need to get your pry bar just under here and just carefully wiggle it up. 1, and then pry bar right here. 2, to pop off the bottom clips. That's it. That's it. You see? That's it. 2 clips on the bottom. It comes down like this. 2 clips on the top. And this is your glove box. Excuse the junk in there. But yeah, there's the 2 clips that hold that in place. And that's it. And then you have all this room to get at the shift assembler. Now I've disassembled the shift assembler. And I've also taken just a little probe with a needle, back probe this, and this is the cigarette lighter. So what I've done is I've taken my little, let me just get this out of the way, multimeter, just to see if it's getting power. And we can do that right now, so bear with me here. Everything's a bit of a mess here, but I'm just going to put the phone down for a second. Okay, and let me just take this. This is our ground. Okay, so as you see here, I'm just taking a back probe. This is our ground. There is our, right here. Oh, where's our little, our little probe needle went missing. Let me see if I can just quickly find that. Oh boy. When you're moving things around and the car's a mess. Let's just see here. Where is it? Let me see if I can find that little probe needle I just put in there and just fell out. Oh, there it is. Okay. So we're going to just come here. And this is the black wire. It's our ground. And, sorry, what I'm going to do is, made a mistake here. We're going to take the power that's coming from the red wire here for the cigarette lighter. Just plug it in. Okay, there's the power. Set our multimeter to, let's see, function DC, and we want just volts. And we just want to see if there's power coming to this. So let me just take my probe, my black lead probe. Gonna touch the wire here. And we're just gonna see, just gonna change, this will be in millivolts. So let me just change that. And you see here, we're testing the ground. And the ground is working. So we know we're getting power from the cigarette lighter, which is here. And we're just testing the ground to make sure the ground works here, the black wire. So ground is working. As you see, it's going up in voltage. And yeah, we know everything's working. And this will probably be 0.007 if I change the range. Just give me a second. Let me just change the range here for this. And we'll just even start the car up, because that should also affect everything there too. Let's just start up the car. Let me change the range. Okay, and we have millivolts. So the cigarette lighter is not going to provide a lot of voltage, but we know that the power coming from this cigarette lighter is going to the ground. I just have that black wire, I'm not sure you can see it, sorry for the string, and the probe there. So I'm just going to shut off the car for a second, put the phone down, give me a second. Now, thing is, I want to make sure that there's power getting to this. So I understand what it is. It's the yellow wire, I believe. So give me a second. I'm just going to probe that. So as you see here, I'm just putting a probe needle into that wire, which is the power wire. It should be the yellow. And I'm just going to switch this around now. So give me just 1 second. You don't have hands open? Okay. So this is the cigarette lighter. As you see here, red is power. This is ground. Just plugging a probe into there. See? This usually connects to the cigarette lighter on the back. See that brown little nub there on the floor? That's your cigarette lighter. Okay. So now what's going to happen is, here's my multimeter. I'm going to touch the probe here. See here. Watch. Here's the probe. Touch it here. And we're going to see. Let me change the range to volts. See how many volts we're getting. Okay, here we go. Oh, hold on. Okay. Okay, here we go. We're just going to touch. As you see here, we're getting 12 volts. 12 volts. So we're getting power. So the ground and power. Okay, we're getting power. So I'm just testing that. I'll let go of the wire. Nothing. I'm going to touch it again. 12 volts. Let me start the car up. It'll probably be 14 when I start the car up. Okay, car started. There's the yellow for the power. That provides power for this right here. I have a back probe. Gonna touch it now. Let's look at the multimeter. See what happens. 14.2 volts. This is with the car on. So we're getting power to this thing. So we know there's ground, we know there's power, and the last purple wire, I assume what that is that's the wire that sends a signal to let them know, hey, that the brake has been pressed, which is the purple wire. So, yeah, that's the issue. It is just, over time, this wire, as you see right here, this is the solenoid. Not the greatest angle. Sorry, hold on. Give me a second. This bad boy right here, this wires move over time because you're constantly shifting the shifter. See, in and out. See, look, they're moving. See the wires? Just look how they move. This is on the final gear. And over time, you're causing wear and tear on those wires. And, you know, eventually this shifter won't work. You know, no matter how many times you pull, it's like, oh, it's stuck because that little nub there, that little nub, let's see if I can find it. That little nub right there. Nope. That